This is the daily weather briefing, the morning edition. This is for Tuesday, the 13th day of June. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather unsettled. We're expecting multiple rounds of strong storms across the state through Thursday. We could see some heavy rain along the way, but certainly some beneficial rain for the state, rain that is needed. So a lot to talk about this morning, and an unusually active setup here for the middle part of June as we go beyond the typical random air mass storms into a more organized convective pattern. So there's the basic idea. There's an upper low that's over the Great Lakes, and a fairly strong belt of winds aloft is underneath that, much stronger than usual for this time of the year, providing some dynamic support for active storms. So that's the radar this morning and about 5 o'clock, and there's not much happening. We note showers beginning to form over Mississippi. We expect those to increase in coming hours and move into West Alabama. In fact, the rain could be relatively widespread by the mid-morning hours, and I think today there's a decent chance the most widespread rain will come this morning. So understand it will not rain all day today. Temperatures are mostly in the 60s over North Alabama, low 70s for the southern counties of the state. We'll see highs today in the 80s for North Alabama, maybe some low 90s for the southern counties. West of Alabama, we have a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, over into the Arklatex region early this morning, and heat advisories for parts of South Texas. I do weather on one of the radio stations down in McAllen, Texas, and I'm forecasting 107 degrees for them on Thursday. The heat over Texas will be blistering. But again, the concern here, strong storms. This is the severe weather outlook today. We have a level 2 out of 5 risk over much of central and South Alabama and marginal risks surrounding that. The main concern today with the heavier storms coming from hail and strong gusty winds. And tomorrow, the folks at SPC have now defined an enhanced risk over parts of central and South Alabama. This is for cities like Demopolis, Greensboro, Utah, Montgomery, Greenville, Troy, Eufaula. The areas there in orange. Surrounding that, we have level 2 and level 1 risks pretty much statewide. And looking at the latest data, there could be enough dynamic support for a few brief isolated tornadoes. That's very rare for summer here without a tropical system. And much more on that in just a minute. And then on day 3, which is Thursday, we have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk for parts of South Alabama. And again, we'll go through modeling here in just a second. But goodness, a lot of rain here. We are the wettest place in the country over the next 7 days. This is suggesting rain amounts could exceed 5 inches in many places between now and Tuesday morning of next week. In fact, the bullseye around Montgomery with 6.7. And again, for this graphic, it's very odd to see that much rain here without a tropical system involved in summertime. And speaking of the tropics, no problems there. No tropical storm formation expected across the Atlantic basin for the next 7 days. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. And again, the upper low is clearly defined near Detroit, and you can see that belt of stronger winds coming underneath that. And again, little waves are embedded within that. This is the GFS at 4 o'clock today. But let's go to the high-res HER at 6 o'clock this evening, and it's really not showing a lot. Let me just say this. The mesoscale models, even these good ones, the high-res models, the convection-allowing models will struggle with this. But I do believe that this is the right idea. The most widespread rain and thunderstorm activity today will probably come during the morning hours with a trend toward drier conditions this afternoon. So this is tomorrow, Wednesday. Showers and thunderstorms are likely. And again, this might be the day with the most meaningful severe weather threat. Based on the temperatures aloft and the wind dynamics, we could see some hail and strong winds. And it's interesting to note that the NAM here, this is the 3-kilometer NAM, even showing him some updraft helicity tracks. And again, you don't see this around here that often in summer. Is typically the winds aloft are light and weak, and we just don't have support for tornado activity. But based on the projected wind profiles, there will be a bit of veering of the wind with altitude. The wind field's a bit stronger than usual, so there could be a brief isolated tornado on Wednesday, tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. But again, the main issue, probably hail and strong winds. Thursday, same thing. Occasional showers and thunderstorms are likely. We do believe we trend drier for one day on Friday. The sky partly to mostly sunny. Temperatures up there close to 90. And then for the weekend, again, we'll bring back scattered showers and storms Saturday and Sunday. Weekend's not going to be a washout. It's just not going to rain the whole time. But a passing shower or storm, a decent possibility from time to time. Same thing Monday, a chance of scattered showers and storms. This is a week from today. Tuesday, June the 20th. Again, this upper low is east of the state. We have a northerly flow aloft. And again, this is suggesting we might trend drier toward that part of next week, the middle part of next week. Let's go out 10 days. I promise you we're showing different maps. This pattern is very persistent. Now, a pretty nasty heat bubble is over Texas. But there's an upper low just east of Alabama. And if this is the case, the most intense heat stays off to the west. And again, there could be a few scattered showers and storms out there. And again, this is valid Thursday of next week, June 22nd. Rain for Birmingham off the European ensemble. Wow, very meaningful numbers here for the rest of June. The mean between 4 and 5 inches. And temperatures coming off the national blend of models. No sign of any excessive heat, and by that in Alabama, when we talk summer weather, that would be upper 90s or triple digits, nothing like that. We're expecting low to mid 80s through Thursday, upper 80s Friday, Saturday, highs around 90 through much of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house, this is for June 20th through June the 26th. The nasty heat with this pattern probably west of Alabama, and then temperatures below average to the east. Around here, temperatures will likely be close to average. So summer convection, always interesting. These were some shots taken down in Mobile and Baldwin counties yesterday. Those are mammatus clouds, those pouches. Convection is always interesting to see what the atmosphere can produce. And speaking of convection, there's a look at the storm complex coming into the Alabama Gulf Coast last night. And really, the storms had more bark than bite down in South Alabama. There was some gusty winds, but storms weakened a bit as they came on down toward the Gulf Coast, but some very oppressive shelf clouds. And, of course, all these summer storms producing a lot of that. A very impressive lightning show last night for the Gulf Coast as they came through. And, security video. You know what's going to happen to that trampoline. Watch that thing. This is down in Elba. There it goes, the Alabama state bird. Having kind of a hard time getting really off the ground there, but it was rocking and rolling and shaking and baking. And after the storm, some really vivid rainbows. That was down at Citronelle in South Alabama yesterday. So again, active weather, we'll watch things carefully. We'll have the next video here by about 2:45 this afternoon. Notes on the blog. That is our partner project to this, AlabamaWX.com. And if you're new here, we simulcast these on Facebook and YouTube every morning about 5:15, every afternoon about 2:45. And again, in terms of my schedule, this is VBS week, the greatest week of the year for the kids at our church down in Shelby County at Double Oak. Tomorrow, next week is vacation week, so no book signings really for the rest of June. Next one is going to be in Cordova on July 1st, and that'll be a lot of fun. And, of course, as always, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.